There's an interesting story there today reported in the newspapers and online. It's about one of these dodgy boxes being used in a County Kerry pub in Lixnaw. The Railway Bar in Lixnaw was found to have been showing Premier League soccer on a number of occasions. They were using, allegedly, one of these dodgy boxes, in other words, a signal, sort of an avoider, I think. It went to the Circuit Court. The County Kerry pub, the Railway Bar, which is a small bar apparently, according to the judge anyway, or the judge has accepted that it's a small bar with a relatively low turnover, has been ordered to pay damages of €20,000 to Sky for using the dodgy box. Sky sued the limited company and the gentleman, Pat Keane, in a case that came before the Circuit Court in Tralee there last week. There was no appearance by the Railway Bar, the limited company, or by Pat Keane. Sky Services includes Sky Sports, as you'll know. The court heard that when Sky representatives called to the Railway Bar in Lixnaw on 8 separate occasions during 2018-19, 21-22 and 22-23 seasons, Premier League matches were being shown on the television. The pub had no contract with Sky, no licence to broadcast the matches, said Sky's barrister. The company wrote to the pub telling them to cease and desist, but they failed to do so. So some €49,632 in fees were due to Sky, allowable under the Copyright Act, the barrister said. The Sky witness gave evidence then about visiting the Railway Bar in October 2019 when Man United versus Liverpool was being shown. He said the premises was small and modest with one television. Patrons were in the bar, though he could not say how many, and there was one staff member behind the bar. Sky's policing operations manager told the court that commercial agreements were available for pubs, clubs, hotels and offices, and the fees charged are banded and depend on the pub's turnover. She outlined fees owed by the Lixnaw pub, which amounted to €17,316 for 2022-2023 period alone. So the judge then asked, was this device being used, or what the pub was doing, was it involving what's commonly known as a dodgy box? And it was confirmed that the colloquial name for a protection defeating device is the dodgy box, and that is to bypass or avoid copyright protection. Miss O'Sullivan for Sky said that such devices give unfair advantage to those pubs not paying Sky's fees, and her job is to protect customers paying the appropriate fee. In other words, other pubs and hotels and offices and so on who might be paying the fees. Mr. Munnelly then, he's the counsel, I think, for Sky in this particular case. He told the court that as well as the fees of more than €49,000, he was seeking an order prohibiting future use of the device to infringe Sky's copyright. The judge found a breach of copyright had occurred, noting that the Railway Bar Lixnaw was a rural, modest premises with one television, one staff member and a small number of customers. She awarded Sky damages of €20,000. She also granted the order restraining the defendants from infringing the copyright of Sky services at their bar in Lixnaw. How that's going to pan out remains to be seen. How the damages order will be enforced against the company in question remains to be seen, but obviously it's a significant blow for the pub and the publican and the operators and so on. But I suppose the law is the law, and other publicans, other hotels fork out and pay the fees, and they get people in to watch the Sky matches, and obviously it's a big benefit to the business in terms of generating turnover and so on. But that's the story. The modest County Kerry pub, Lixnaw Railway Bar, is supposed to pay Sky €20,000 damages for use of dodgy box. And just to be clear, the actual fees outstanding were, I think, over 40,000. So the judge has been quite lenient, I think, in this case.